Shalom, Yoshabakatah. Slakia got cut off. I'm going to go ahead and continue this. But yeah, we'll get right into it.
This shit don't make me. This money don't fucking make me. I've been real before this shit.
Right, see, and that's another thing too. We'll say about money. Let's get that in Timothy real quick. That's another thing too. People think that this money, which these FRNs, Federal Reserve notes, which actually ain't worth shit. Okay, this paper money that ain't worth nothing, but people, they treat God as their money. Mammon, right? You see, especially 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, y'all worship money. Y'all worship money like these heathen do, man. Especially Jake, man. They love flashing that cash, man. Because we're kingly people, so we like to live good and have the finest of the fine things, that the life has to offer. Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just how they go about it. Because, like I said, they make. Hey, Bhakti Abashim Ashah for 144. 441 kind. But Jake be making money they got, and and that's all they do for it. And they're willing to do anything for it, whether it be good or evil. So this 1 Timothy 6 and verse 10, it says, we'll give me this second. Let's do. Let me start first. 1 Timothy 6 and verse 8. It says, "And having food." Actually, let's start verse 6. This is 1 Timothy 6 and 6. "But godliness with contentment is great gain." Right. So yeah, because to be content, to get our daily bread, like it says in the Lord's Prayer, right? So we'd be happy that we should be happy. We can pay our bills and sustain. Our families, while we are in this captivity, waiting for salvation, waiting for Yahweh Shemashah to come back. So we just pray for our daily bread, and Yahweh Shemashah will throw us a bone, We'll have a lump sum at a time or whatever. Sometimes those be tests too. It's like, okay, I'm going to give you this extra money, so what are you going to do with it? Are you going to look out for the brothers, or are you going to just hoard it all and just go buy dumb shit, So a lot of this time be tests. And then, look, the Most High bless you, allow you to get you something that you want on the side of the fence, But here it is. We don't worship or hold on to these carnal possessions, whether it be a house, a car, whatever it is that you like, that's within righteousness, not wickedness. But we know at a moment's notice we got to leave. If we have to leave any of these things that we have behind, we do it. For the sake of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Alright. But contentment is great gain because when you're satisfied with what the Lord has given you, and then you're just focused on hastening the time, hastening the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shah, man, to come deliver us. Alright. Because when you have too much money and everything's going the right way and you can do anything you want, guess what? You could tend to get relaxed, get comfortable, and you start to forget the Most High. So that's why it's better just to be poor money-wise, but rich in faith, right? Which the hopeful elect, they're going to be rich in faith. Verse 7 said, "For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out." Right. A lot of these wicked niggas be in that Egyptian spirit. When I die, put my money and my jewelry in my grave with me and stuff like that to take it with you to the next life. No, man, that's not how that shit works. All right, all this is carnal possession, man. You pass away on this side of the fence. This flesh and everything stays here, and your spirit goes up to the Heavenly Father, which gave it. Okay. Verse 8, it says, "And having food and raiment, let us be there with content." Yeah, so you got food, you got clothing, you got everything that, you need to survive, hey, be happy with that. Because remember, this isn't our rest. Micah 2 and 10 says what? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because our rest is going to come when the kingdom of heaven is established on the earth. And righteousness is reigning, okay? Not this evil, wicked world, man. And all these wicked vibrations and wicked ass people. No more servants upon horses, and kings and princesses as servants, man. It's gonna be the opposite. All right, because we're meant to rule this earth, man, in righteousness. It says, so we gotta be content. Lord, give us our daily bread. And then guess what? Like I said, we'll get that excess sometimes, because that's why it says in Matthew 6 chapter says, first seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added unto you. All right, so we'll never be lacking. All right, when we follow Yahweh Shema Shai in truth and sincerity. Okay. Verse 9 it says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Right. So men and women destroy themselves, all right, for the riches of this world, man. All right, end up committing adultery, whether it be spiritual or with another man's wife. Because into all types of weirdo shit to get this ill-gotten gain, man. All right, to be rubbing shoulders with the elites of this world, man. You gotta do a whole lot of wickedness, man. All right. Continue to worship these wicked ass holidays that Yahweh Shema Shai didn't give us. He gave us holy days. All right. You so-called niggas Latinos, Native Americans, you don't keep the Sabbath at all. You don't even try. All right. Y'all don't attempt to serve Yahweh Shema Shai at all. 2/3 of you don't care. Everything is, well, this is how I feel about it. Fuck your feelings, man. It's about Yahweh Shema Shai and what he said to do. All right? He ain't asked us for our opinion. But see, then Jake, will do all types of wickedness, man, for this money. And what? Putting themselves to destruction, man. Because you end up willfully sinning. You end up sinning. All right? To keep that money too, that's another thing. One thing is getting it, and then to keep that money and then that status, that's why King Solomon talking about don't give me too much or too little. Give me what's efficient for me. Roughly paraphrasing. Basically, that way, because if you have too much money, you're worried about keeping them riches, and if you don't have money and you're real poor, then all you're focused on is trying to obtain riches. To get out of your situation. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. See? It's not that money. See, the world will say, see, money is the root of all evil. No, it's for the love of the money. So what people are willing to do to obtain that money is the root of all evil. All right? Because you tell a nigga to go do some wickedness, go shoot up this place or go burn this building down, and I got $10,000 for you cash if you can do this for me. Because Esau would be hiring Jake that's poor to do certain shit to get cheaper property, to buy in cheaper and do their little evil behind the scenes shit. 10,000 to Edomite that's a businessman ain't nothing. That's like $1. Okay, so Esau be using that money to get Jake to do shit for him, while they keep their hands clean, and use that white superiority, right, to not be found guilty, It says, for the love of money is the root of all evil, while with some coveted after, they have erred from the faith. See, you chasing the bag, running to get money, you've erred from the faith. All right, you've fallen off the path of what Yahweh Shema Shai truly wants you to do. Which is, if you're a man, you're to preach and teach this word, man. With 100% truth and sincerity, man. That's what's supposed to happen. But you see, our people love darkness rather than light, because what? Their deeds are evil. All right? It said what in Isaiah, the first chapter, talks about the whole head is sick. Wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Shit, that's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the vast majority of y'all. It says they have erred from the face and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Right. Jacob go try to get out the hood selling drugs, and end up, like, oh, I'm going to do my one last little run, and that's when they get popped. And now you're in jail for 20, 30 years, locked up because you're selling dope. Or even Jake that have NBA or NFL dreams, right? And then they make it, and they might make it to that point, and then, like I said, they be under them curses, so it don't work out. They put they all into it, then they, some of these Jakes kill themselves, man, because they're like, man, this is all I never knew was running the ball. They get a major injury and stuff, and they get followed depression and stuff. They, like I said, they chasing that money, man, instead of chasing Yahweh Shem Shai. This say, hey, seek ye the NFL while it may be found. No, it says, seek ye Yahweh Shem Shai while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Isaiah 55:6. All right, and how is he near? Through his prophets, through the men of the Lord on the highways and byways, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. All right, that's what it's about. All right, getting right with the Lord. These are the proving grounds, man. You're supposed to be getting right. And like I said, Jake is starting to wake up as far as like, man, this shit just ain't right. Nothing is working. All right, everything they told us that we should do, it has made it worse for us as a people, man. See, that's why I said, never trust thine enemies. Sirach 12, because look, we follow Esau, Edom's ways. He taught us up in the school system to be this, be that, cut your beard off, clean shaven, look professional, while our natural looks, our afro hair, or afro or curly type hair, right? It's frowned upon, right? It's switched up a little bit now, but they still talk that, man. You're only a man of purpose if you look this way, right? According to Esau, right? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and continue.
What happened to that, man? OGs ain't giving no game no more to the youngsters. Some is. But for the most part, they trying to do the same thing the youngsters is doing. They toting pistols. They trying to compete with designer outfits. They trying to worry about what other little 24, 25-year-old they can take to the most expensive restaurant.
Right. See, the whole head is sick. There ain't no more elders. Not to our apostles and elders are now, But see, the majority of our people, they don't recognize them. Hell, not even all of the that know they're Israelites recognize the true leaders of Israel, man. And that's not to boast. That's just the truth, man. All right, it's the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. All right, those are the true leadership of all Israel, whether you like it or not. What did that remind me of? Yeah, this is let's go ahead and get this Hosea 4:6. It says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge." See, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Even the older generation, they got no good advice for the youth, man. Like I said, like he's getting upset with. They're trying to keep up with the youth of the nation, man. Old ass niggas still trying to sell the same same pack, right? Still being a straight nigga. All right, not doing anything good, nothing positive. All right, just looking to like I said, trying to keep up with the youth of your nation instead of teaching them the way. Or, in the older generation was taught the right way, and then they turn from their old ways, and then like, nah, they're switching it up, telling them to do other things. All right, like I said, the whole head is sick, man. Our people need, especially 2/3, they need to be put down, man, like a rabid dog in the streets, man. All right, because then they can get it right. Then they'll be all right. Then Yahweh Shem Shai, they'll be born back into the kingdom of heaven in their right minds, man, with the new bodies, born through the loins of the elect, and everything's gonna be all right. Because Esau has done a number on our people, man. But see, that's what happens when wickedness has polluted the whole earth, man, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. That's why the Lord is coming back, man. All right, he's no longer holding his tongue concerning the wickedness of this place, man. Especially here in America, Babylon the Great, man, the land of confusion. All right, seeing our people with fucking dreads all over, they bugged the hell out, man. Rastafarian Jakes. Thinking they got some power. Oh, man. This place is fucking finished, man. And so are our people. He said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because the true wisdom and knowledge is out of the scriptures. All right? You're not even a true man unless you have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You can know all this worldly shit. That don't mean nothing compared to Yahweh Shemel Shai. It says what? The wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And that's what's ultimately happening is our people are being rejected. The Lord is not even filling them with the Holy Spirit to be able to do right. He's just letting these niggas be zombies, rabid zombies, and bugged out niggas, you know. He's letting them be to the lust of their own flesh. They want to be street niggas? Well, guess what? If he be filthy, let him be filthy still. If he be righteous, let him be righteous still, man. Leave these fucking people alone. Let these people destroy their fucking self, man. All right? Because if we're waiting for all the nation of Israel, man, we'd never leave this fucking God-forsaken place, man. It said, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And so that's what's happening. From the old to the young, man, Yahweh Shemel didn't choose you, man, hey, he's done with y'all, man. He don't want y'all to get it. He wants y'all to be destroyed in y'all wickedness, man. He want to see a nigga get hit with a nuke with his pants down to his fucking ankles walking around, looking at you like there's something wrong with you. All right? The Lord wants to zap a nigga with dreads down his fucking back, you know, when he go to take his shit, fucking the dreads dipping in the toilet, man. Yeah, the Lord wants to destroy a nigga like that, man, because he's too deep for the Most High, right? See, that and you prideful ass women, man, you prideful ass niggas, man, the pride is gonna cease, man. Yo, just like your father, Big Daddy Esau, man, proud. And the Lord said he hated a poor man that's proud. Because we're the poor. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Man, we ain't rich. Even the upper echelon Jakes or whatever, they ain't rich, man. They're just high-paid slaves, man. That are down with the system and that are used to be examples to see. So you can do it. If you go to college and you work real hard and you sell out, you can be just like the bald-headed Jake in Westfield or Carmel, Indiana, living amongst the Edomites. Being one of the community. Nah, man. Get your ass destroyed, man.
To try to impress her based on somebody else's perspective on what being a boss supposed to look like. Nigga, that's being flashy. That ain't being a boss. It's a difference between being a boss and being flashy. You niggas is flashy, man. You niggas ain't bosses and you don't have no self-control. No form of integrity. Let's start putting definitions back into the word that motherfuckers keep spewing out their mouth. You taking shit out of context, homie. And I ain't mad at nobody. This just me thinking how good we had it and where we came from to where we at right now, bro.
Like I quoted earlier, rise ye and depart, for this not your rest. Micah 2:10. It ain't never been good, man. Yeah, we've had better times, quote unquote. But hey, what it say? Let's get this. This second Ezra 14 and 14, it says, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. Right, because this generation, like he's about to go into, is weak as hell. We got to put off that weakness, man. That black woman spirit, you know, it's time to be men, all right, for you men, all right, of the nation of Israel. All right, we about to come into some perilous fucking times. It's gonna be dangerous. All right, Jacob's trouble is happening. Northern Kingdom is getting hit right now. Southern Kingdom is getting started with the Haitians. You know, and more to come, man. This ain't nothing. Esau, this is the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, it's not worrying so much about these bullshit ass daily crap we got to deal with, man. Man, the kingdom of heaven is almost here, but we about to deal with a lot more bullshit. So we got to stay prayed up. Verse 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Right. We ain't in the times to be big chilling and looking for careers and trying to root ourselves in this society. No, man. Like I said, we get in and get out of the matrix. We get our daily bread. You know, we move and groove accordingly. But we're not tied to this world. All right. We're like in the matrix. We get in and get out. All right. Verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen shall be done hereafter. Right, because we're about to enter what? A time like never before. Right? Verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age. So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. See, it's getting worse and worse. These people are waxing worse and worse. What does Scripture say? The love of many shall wax cold. And you go to the word cold, it's psycho. These people are fucking losing it. Because what they made their foundation, which was here, America, Babylon the Great, and the philosophies, the doctrines, now it ain't working. They found out, no, this is a death trap. This ain't what life is about. Yahweh Shema Shah is not with this program. Okay? Go ahead and continue.
Older women telling younger women to do certain shit to take advantage of certain men. All these niggas, you got older men telling young men to do certain shit to take advantage of younger women. This red pill shit, this blue pill shit, this female entitlement. Man, this world fucked up. This one of the weakest generations of ever. In my humble opinion, I think this is the weakest generation ever. Facts. Motherfucker wouldn't know what to do if World War III broke out this bitch. You wouldn't know what to do. Because you too pretty. You too pretty to deal with societal issues. As a man, you trying to look too cute to fight and take a stand for some shit that's right, like your family. Making sure your family got the right perspective and the mentality to know how to move and deal with shit. These niggas is too cute. These niggas too cute. They wouldn't know what the fuck to do if World War III broke out this bitch tomorrow. They too busy worried about their materialistic bullshit back at the house. They too busy worried about their designer clothes, they money. Nigga wouldn't know what to do. Nigga, you don't even know how to catch a fish. You don't even know how to change a tire. Ain't nothing about you screams man, but you feeling like you got a little bit more money than the next man. This generation is weak. It's fickle. It's watered down, bro. We need to get back to where real men run shit.
And that ain't gonna happen until the kingdom of heaven is established. All right, so order is established, man. Not this weak ass generation. Oh, you can't tell people the truth. You know, this watered down. Oh, leave him alone. Don't call them the alphabet community. Call them this. Call them all this weak ass shit, man. He's right. Real women and real men, real men and real women need to rise up, and that's happening through the elect. Okay. You know, masculinity is coming back, man, which was never toxic. It's needed.
Real women conceive. Real women take on a persona in the image of how a real woman's supposed to fucking act. All this shit, man, this shit ain't real, bro. This shit's sour. This shit fake. And I'm too real. I'm cut different. That's why I don't hang around a lot of people, bro. I don't. Cause this shit, man, this shit fake. I cannot be fake, man. I go to my grave before I try to fit in a circle full of fake motherfuckers.
Yep. And he in the right spirit, too. You know, ultimately, hey, shit, you know, he needs this truth, though, to bring it home, you know? He needs Yahweh Shemel Shai, ultimately. You know, that'll comfort him, because, you know, we were all angry like that at one point. And we still are, we still do. But it's better, because we have the comforter, you know, we have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We got Yahweh Shemel Shai, so we, you know, we understand the things we go through, so we might, you know, flare up and then, you know, calm down, because we got the understanding. We understand why things happening and how it's happening, you know? But so that's why you got to be, you know, hastening these days, man. Because this place is completely finished. It's what's that? This Second Timothy. I'm gonna read this in the NLT. Wait, what? Hold on. Bear with me here. Read this in the NLT. This 2 Timothy 3:1. You should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times. For people will love only themselves and their money. See? That's one of the main things that's happening right now. And what it say? This is the talking about the end times. They will be boastful and proud, scoffing at the Most High. Yeah. Because they don't care about Yahweh Shema Shai, especially talking about 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are set to be destroyed. All right? Yeah, y'all don't give a damn. And we see it every day. We see that people don't care about the Lord, man. By what? Not only by their mouth, but how their actions are. It says disobedient to their parents and ungrateful. Yeah, that's what we got this YNs. People think that's a badge of honor to be a YN. All right, destroying your people, and then destroying the elderly. You know, not even give a damn about your parents. Talking back, beating on them, killing them. Yeah, it says they will consider nothing sacred. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than the Most High. Right. And you see that too, what they call a backdoor, right? You got your own people, your own quote-unquote friends setting you up, all right, for money or whatever you have, the possessions you have, man. This place is fucking through. And our people are through. Which really aren't our people at this point right now. They're as the heathen are. And they're about to get a heathenistic judgment. Okay? It says they will act religious, but they will reject the power that could make them godly. Stay away from people like that. See? And that's what we stay away from. That's why it says what have righteous with unrighteous, right? You know, hey, can two walk together unless they be agreed? Hell no. Nah. You know? What did it say? Right, they act religious, right? They act like they care about the Most High. You ask the majority of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, to say, do you believe in God? Of course they're going to say, yeah. All right, we're a people that are set up to follow God, you know, which is Yahweh Shemel Shai. But they don't, but in their actions, and then when the scriptures come out, they change their mind. Well, that's not the way my God. Well, no. You don't get to customize the Most High. No, He told us this. Y'all don't know the Most High. That's why you're gonna get clean, jacked the fuck up, man, out here. And the Lord about to increase. It's gonna get way worse. It ain't gonna be no quick thing. Nah, the Lord is gonna jack some shit up on behalf of His, His word. Shit. He told you how it was gonna go. All right. So with that, I pray that was edifying to the elect. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Kwam Yashrala, Shalom.